Hello, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. In this HTML course series, we will learn about HTML programming from scratch and understand the web application development process that requires a basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In this video, we are going to learn about the basics of HTML, which covers the HTML standards, code editor, HTML benefits, and code syntax of HTML elements, attributes, and comments. We will also see how to use an online editor to write and run HTML code. So let's get started. HTML Introduction. HTML is the standard language for creating web pages and web applications. HTML describes the structure and content of a web page using tags and attributes. Elements or tags are keywords that define how the browser should display the content. Attributes are additional information that modifies the behavior or appearance of a tag. HTML Standards. HTML is developed and maintained by the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, which is responsible for developing web standards. The latest version of HTML is HTML5, which was released in 2014. HTML5 includes new features and improvements over previous versions, such as support for multimedia elements, improved form handling, and better accessibility. HTML code editors. HTML files are plain text files that can be created and edited using any text editor, such as Notepad on Windows, TextEdit on Mac, or IDE like Visual Studio Code from Microsoft to create, edit, and view the HTML file on the browser. HTML files use a set of markup tags and attributes to define the structure and content of a web page. You can use the following code editors. Visual Studio Code Editor. This advanced code editor is provided by Microsoft to create, edit and test HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and many programming languages. It works on the local machine for Windows, Mac, and Linux machines. Online code editors such as JSBin, CodePen, and JSFiddle are also available that allows you to create, edit, and test HTML, CSS, and JavaScript online. How to use HTML file. To use HTML, you'll need to create a text file and save it with the .html extension. Once you've created the file, you can start adding HTML code to it. You can use a text editor like Notepad or Visual Studio Code Editor to create your HTML files. Here are the steps to follow to create and run an HTML file. 1. Open a text editor. 2. Type the HTML code. 3. Save the file with the .html extension. 4. Open the file in a web browser. Official HTML documentation. You can learn more about HTML from official documentation by following this reference: https://developer.mozilla.org/html. Benefits of HTML. HTML is essential for creating web pages and is often used in conjunction with other web technologies such as CSS and JavaScript to create dynamic and engaging web pages. HTML allows you to structure content on a web page and define its meaning and relationship to other content, making it more accessible and user-friendly. HTML has several benefits, including easy to learn. HTML is a relatively simple language, and it's easy to learn even for beginners. Platform independent. HTML can be viewed on any platform that has a web browser, making it a versatile and widely used language. SEO friendly. HTML provides a way to structure web content, which makes it easier for search engines to index and rank web pages. Cost-effective, HTML is a free and open standard, which means that anyone can create and publish web content without having to pay for expensive software or licenses. HTML elements. An HTML element is a piece of content on a web page, such as a heading, a paragraph, an image, or a link. An element usually consists of a start tag, an end tag, and some content between them. For example, h1 tag, p tag. HTML attributes. An attribute is a name-value pair that provides additional information about an element. An attribute is written inside the start tag of an element after the tag name. The syntax is, for example, the href attribute specifies the URL of the link. The src attribute specifies the source of the image. The alt attribute specifies an alternative text for the image. HTML comments. A comment is a piece of text that is ignored by the browser. It is used to add notes or explanations to the HTML code. A comment starts with left angle bracket, exclamation, and double dash, and ends with double dash and right angle bracket. For example, here is the comment syntax, which consists of the plain text above the p tags. Live demo with Code Editor. Let's jump into Visual Studio Code Editor to write some code and understand elements or tags, attributes, and comments in HTML. I'm creating a new HTML file with the name index.html, but you can use any name you want. Now type HTML5 and hit enter by selecting HTML5 from the Quick Suggestions options. This feature is provided by Visual Studio Code to write quick code. This is boilerplate HTML5 code, which has the essential skeleton of HTML5 document code. Also, users can hover over any element and attribute to see their description, which is also a great feature provided by Visual Studio Code. Now I am typing the h1 heading tag and the p paragraph tag with some content in it. These both tags can contain attributes, such as the style attribute, which provides the styling to the HTML element. I am passing the color property a value red to the h1 tag, and background color property with value as hex code for the green color. Also, you can type any comment in between these brackets. This will not be visible to the users. Comments can be helpful to understand your code to others when you're working with the team. Let's save the file and open it in the browser. Here you can see the output result. You can see the h1 and p tags with styling we applied by using the style attribute. Online Code Editor. You can also see the same result in the Online Code Editor. Here I am using the JSBin Code Editor. You can see this will also produce the same output. This online editor can be helpful when you need it to write small code for testing or any kind of requirements. Let's wrap up this video about the HTML introduction. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments section. Or, if you want to learn more, check out the complete course link in the description section. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. I'll see you in the next video.